Charlotte Cunningham. I'm from Cambridge and I'm a singer.
10 seconds. What drew me to this song and performance was that I knew Charlotte from sixth form, and we weren't in the same friendship group or anything, but I knew she was another creative, she was a singer, and I wanted to get into film, so I thought what a better opportunity to get together and make a music video, because I had to do it for my university, and I just love her sound, so I wanted it to be her with my vision.
My family are all very creative and very musical, especially at Christmas time, you know, all the guitars are out, everyone's having a sing song, and I kind of just wanted to get involved really. I remember being, I don't know, maybe 6 or 7 and being like, I want to learn how to play guitars and can join in, and then through that came the love of like songwriting and like singing as well, so yeah.
So this project's been just over 4 months now. Just before, in October, she initially came up to me with the idea, and then been on and off since then, really.
I wanna learn from you. I promise I'll be patient. Yeah, you're my attempt.
Directing for the first time is great. I can put all my creative ideas out to everyone and get it back, and I've been so happy and blessed with such a good crew who've like taken my vision and brought it to life.
I quite like the sassy.
So the concept for the video came from videos I watch and like. I always wanted to have like multiple rooms in a video. I don't like one setup, one location.
To be honest, there wasn't that many problems that arose. The main one was finding a space that would fit the rail and the set, but then we luckily got that space thanks to Paul from Sugar Studios.
I think the first thing that came to mind was just kind of how we'd slot it all together and how we keep it all upright. Checking what kind of technical skills the crew have, and I've worked with a lot of the guys before, so it's just, you know, using their strengths, getting all the visuals ready, kind of having a plan together, just figuring out exactly how you're going to be building what you're building.
So the style I'm going for is very 80s, 90s kitchen, soft and airy-fairy. So that's the kind of look and vibe I wanted to go for.
Taking Diara's like idea and then like kind of giving my own like input in terms of like design and like the colour palette.
And then obviously conferring a lot with Hazel and seeing, you know, what kind of designs we were doing from the room, and the first thing I did was start doing some like visuals just so we'd know what materials we'd need and how big it would have to be.
Whisk me away, get to know me over red wine.
A plant room full of jungle vibes and then full of sheep room, so it's quite random. I think I'm just going on aesthetics and just things I like and what Charlotte likes as well.
And also like having Charlotte's input, like especially for the bedroom set. Like we got some photos of her bedroom and then we tried to like emulate that kind of vibe into this bedroom set as well, just to kind of like make it feel a bit more homely and like realistic for her.
Don't text me, don't be boring. I could do the talking.
The lovely 80s, wholesome country house, farmhouse kitchen. She's got some nice little props here. Let's have a little close look. Got a nice food. And then we go round to the bedroom. And it's coming round this way when we actually shoot it. Dress up on her art on the wall. My mum's bedding is making an appearance. And then we track around. In a little jungle. This is the last part. The sheep room, quite nice and airy-fairy. She's going to be dancing around in her nice clothing.
It's been really different, but it's been really fun. Like even though it's a bit complicated, the biggest issue that we had was like understanding the fact that the whole set would be seen at different angles in that one take. So like obviously it might look nice in one angle, but when the camera moves around, it will look different in another way. So we had to kind of like figure that out and make sure that everything looks really good. My biggest challenge was just kind of like getting over the fact that it was such a big set and that there were 4 sets in one big set. And I've never done something like that before. But I think just having, as I said before, like a great team and just like a lot of hands.
So the meaning of the song, the question everyone wants to know, it's not like about anyone, first of all. It's more just like a sort of my general view on sort of social media and how everyone in our generation is always on their phones and how that plays into relationships. It basically comes from like, I don't want to talk to you about my day on Facebook or whatever, like I don't want you texting me all the time, like just come see me and let's have that can be our relationship, not like, I don't need to know what you're doing or you don't, and I don't give a shit either. So like, there's a bit of sass that comes in with it, but it's more just about being like, honest and having a real tangible thing rather than something like over Facebook or like Instagram or whatever.
I know I'd be really scared doing this thing, so it's quite daunting. So having a familiar face here is good. I mean, I'm quite organised, so I think that helps.
We really wanted to go for like 90s, noughties vibes, and so we've got like star filters and pearlescent filters, which looks really cool. So we used a lot of lighting changes with DMX and wireless lighting control, which means we've got to go from day to night, night to day. So even though we went around twice, it was still very different and we got some good looks.
It's a little bit scary, I won't lie, because everyone turns to you and asks you what to do and I've got to quickly think. But I'm enjoying it, so I'd do it again. Let's see how this one goes.
Yeah, I think the kitchen set is my favourite because like we were struggling to figure out how to make it as kitcheny as possible but without having like a sink or like a hob and stuff like that.
There's a lot of time problems and financially it's really hard to have more than one day shooting with a kit, which we got some help with, but it would have been important to make sure that the track was all thick with a few hours before to help any problems, because that delayed us a bit.
Me and Charlotte have a lot of plans for the future, so I'm hoping, yeah, collaboration's definitely.
We miraculously got a good take with all the amazing help that we got, so I'm really happy and I hope that Charlotte likes the music video. Yeah, so it's great.